Good day, and welcome to Coffee with the Tigg and Friends. I am your host, the Tigg. My camera's all kind of messed up, so there you go. Volume number 97 for February 10th. I haven't turned Discord yet on. I'm really lagging behind this morning. Volume 97 for February 10th, 2010. Almost 100 of these done, which is kind of amazing to me. Did I turn the microphone back on? Yes, I did. Still got breakfast on my lips. So I was going to want to talk about a few things today about sim racing, not news or anything. You know, our thing around here is classic sim racing. And one of the things, everybody's sitting there waiting. Oh, this is going to be fun. One of the things I wanted to talk about, as soon as we bring the guys in here. Hi, guys.
Hey.
I'm a little slow on the draw this morning.
Yeah.
Well, what else is new? You're right. Right. So, where's the other two guys at? I see their names there, but I don't see them here. Other 2 or 3 guys.
Well, Bill went to turn his TV on or something, and Mick went to check to see if it was raining in Daytona.
Oh, what do you do? Look out the window?
I don't know what he's doing. He said it's raining where he's at, 20 miles away. So.
Well, yeah, I've seen that. We've all seen that when we live out in the country. I've seen it rain on one side. When I lived in Philadelphia, I saw it rain on the front side of the house and not the back side of the house. So, you know, that's normal.
I've seen that too. One side of the road, not the other.
Yep. I've seen it walk down the road. I've seen it stop. I've seen all that stuff. So, that's because you're 20 miles away from someplace doesn't mean it's raining. Actually, and when I lived in Knoxville, the little town I lived there, the town that was 5 miles away from us got wiped out by a tornado. We were untouched. That's just weather. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I know the Clash and all that stuff. We got all that practice for the Clash going on today. All that fun stuff. Got some racing going on in NASCAR. You got
qualifying today.
Yeah, that's not till what? 1 o'clock.
Right now.
Oh, right. Well. Bye, everybody. Well, this is the time I always have my show. They should respect my show. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should they respect my show or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm doing my show. I ain't stopping my show just because those buttholes want to, you know, put their stuff on when I'm going on. I mean, seriously. So, as we were looking around, you know, as we're talking about the Zoom race server and what kind of stuff we want it to run, and we're probably going to have to repeat all this when Bill comes on, which is a real pain in the butt, but Stall Tactics is talking about weather, and we pretty much covered that already. I mean, it's snowing like a son of a bitch here. I can tell you that much. It is snowing like a son of a bitch here in Iowa. In my little neck of the woods of Iowa. Are you racing?
Huh?
Are you racing?
No, I was typing.
I was going to say, every once in a while I hear a little click. So I figured you were racing. Yep, snowing. See that, guys?
No, I was typing a message.
Uh-huh. Yeah, see, we're under a winter weather advisory. Lovely. Lovely. And actually, we actually not that bad of a stream going out as far as I can tell. I need to put my other screen back on, but I think I figured out all my other issues, so I need to put my other screen back on here. Anyway, so where do you get your rFactor mods other than the ones we tell you about? Where do you go?
Who?
You.
I don't go anywhere other than the places that we all know about. Trips and rFactor Central and Race Department.
I didn't even. Yeah, there's a few things for rFactor on Race Central, but not very much. There's other.
Yeah.
There's like the dirt pile and stuff like that. But I was just wondering
Yeah.
what you knew about. If you knew anything about any
I
other
thought
place.
the dirt pile only had dirt stuff.
Well, yeah.
Well, I haven't run any dirt stuff.
Why not?
We just haven't done any yet.
Oh. I thought we did the chili bowl thing.
Y'all might have. I didn't.
Oh, well, what are you waiting for? Up there.
Next week.
Next week, yeah. It is next week. Today's the first day of next week.
Not this week coming, but the week after.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wouldn't that be next week?
That would be next week. Okay, so, lordy. I was hoping you guys would be around. You're not around. Gonna be a fast show because I have nothing really to talk about because that was basically the topic. We were gonna have a lively discussion with 3 or 4 guys, but only 2 of us showed up because they're all watching NASCAR.
No, they'll be back.
Oh, they're watching
They'll be
NASCAR. They're all sucked into NASCAR. They won't be back. We won't see hiding their hair of them.
Well, heck, I'm watching it right now.
No, I know you are. How come you're not watching NASCAR like everybody else?
I said I am.
Oh, both?
I'm watching it on my computer.
Well, I can't watch it on my computer because if I send it out over the stream, I'll get in trouble with the YouTube gods.
Yep, you will.
Yep. Jimmy Broadbent got nailed the other day. They took him off, and then he made a couple emails to the people who own the stuff, and they pitched a fit with YouTube, and YouTube said, okay. But yeah.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah, what?
Where's the qualifying?
It's on Fox.
Fox.
It's on Fox. Even I know that, and I'm not watching it.
Well, see, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't know.
It's regular Fox, not FX1.
Oh, up in the top channels.
Up in your locals.
There it is.
Here it is.
Well, I did a search and it wasn't there.
Oh.
Who is that?
I don't know. Who is that?
Oh,
That's Bowman, isn't it?
Bowman. That's Bowman. Ensign Bowman.
You do know you're on the air, right there, buddy boy?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, just watch your language.
I didn't know you were on there.
Well, I'm running a little late this morning, but we got rocking and rolling. I had a few things to do before the show. Sat around the house and got a little late start.
YouTube.
Yeah, always. YouTube. I only have one of my fan club in the room. What's up with that? Where's my Jar Jar? I should call him. I don't feel right without 4 pairs of eyes on me.
Put glasses on the one.
No, she won't sit still for that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, you never know what you're going to get around here. What I was thinking about talking about today, Bill, was remember how we're going around trying to figure out what we're going to run with rFactor? And it kind of dawned on me this morning. There's actually, for more recent mods, as far as I know, there's like really no site in English that I know of anyway to actually find these mods. We always have to go to we have German language sites, Polish language sites, Russian language sites, and then we have to translate all that. Is there any other site? I know rFactor Central is all but just dead. Nobody posts anything new there. They haven't done that in years. But and other than rFactor the dirt pile for dirt, there really is not a site for American rFactor, which is sad, I think, because I think there's a whole a lot of people are missing out on a great big market there because they want the latest greatest thing. And
True.
what sites do you usually go to? Do you go to any of these sites? Any sites that we?
RD doesn't have any
Yeah, not much.
have that much artifact.
No.
Well, they got like one page that tracks in other content.
Yeah, that's
You know what? There's a lot of sites out there, and you just stumble on them here and there.
yeah, yeah.
It's amazing how many there are that you just don't even regularly see.
Well, usually when I'm
Just quiet little sites, and everybody's starting to gather up. You know, Trip is our big source, and
right, but he's not proper. But that's the thing. Either he's up or he's down, and he's not really public. You know.
he's up today. He's up today.
He's not. That site's kind of not public. It kind of is, but kind of isn't. It's kind of in that gray area. Excuse me.
I think in rFactor, the newest stuff that's available that's current is the IndyCar 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's out there. You know, GT3. There's older GT3 mods. I think there's a 17, but I think honestly, does that change that much?
No, no.
I mean, skins, yes, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think we're hung up on. Unfortunately, there's just not unless you have a site that you can look at the newest content. You just don't really know. I mean, you can
Right.
look at rFactor, but they're still playing catch up over at RD. I mean, they're putting up stuff that's old. You know.
It was like yesterday when I was out looking for something on trips. I saw that, and I didn't know what it was. It was called IITC. So I downloaded this thing. It was over two. I think it was like 2 gigs. The whole car, the whole mod. That's including. So I downloaded this thing. It's GT3, of course, but it's a whole mixture of stuff. It's got anything from little 4-bangers right up to the big Ferrari, the big Lamborghini. I mean, it's a whole mixed class. So last night while I was watching TV with the wife, I came in here real quick, loaded up rFactor, put them all on the track at 80%, and I just let them run. And they looked really phenomenal. The car miles were nice. The paints were okay. You can tell the guys who did the painting weren't painters. They were mod makers because there were splits where they had like the nameplates over the, with the air ducting and the cowling and the where all the body shaping goes, and they've got it split and everything. So I got okay, they need to find somebody who can paint. No big deal. I put them on the track at Daytona. I walked away, came back about an hour and a half later. They were running prototype speeds. They were running 140s. 140 points. Yeah, well, that's what I say. At 80%. I'm not saying they're jerks. I'm just saying they're overcompensating, or unless they particularly just made the mod for online racing, which they don't have a README, so they don't say. But if you're going to put that much effort into a mod, and the models are beautiful, like I said, the models are really, really nice. The paint jobs, most of them are good. Some of them are like, oh my god, you can tell you're not a painter. And that was something that you would OCD about.
That's one ugly car.
Yeah. Oh, that Corey LaJoy car?
Yeah.
And I know what you were talking about. But you put all that effort into it. You go put them on the track, and even at 70%, they were still running faster. And it's supposed to be 2016. They were still beating this year's pole time at 70%. So that's just something, something I really wish mod makers would take into consideration is the offline ability of stuff, not just the online ability. Because rFactor actually is a great sim offline, as far as I'm concerned. It's one of the better ones out there, except for maybe the dreaded NR2K. Can't say that for offline.
You can say that,
but that's only for oval racing, where rFactor, covers the whole gamut of racing. 4-wheel racing, anyway. Anyway, so
let's see. I talked to Gary about
the
slow cars in Race 07.
Right.
There's a newer there's a newer download where he addressed that.
Oh, I already knew about it.
He saw that.
Okay, that's cool. I'll have to go download that afterwards because I really would have loved to run that yesterday, but maybe we'll run it next Saturday. Maybe we'll get that online and have some people on the track too. That would be awesomeness.
Ooh,
Awesomeness.
46,938.
Really?
What's the time? 9:38.
The running.
Austin Dillon.
This doesn't work. I'm sitting here at this table and I can't see because there's a lamp in the way.
Move the lamp. That is the answer.
There's Almagordo's on.
Oh, the wife?
Almagordo.
I'm a gordo.
Amarillo.
Oh.
Amaryllis.
Armadillo.
Oh, look at there.
Rock me, I'm a Danish.
Jamie in his last ride, I guess. How sad.
I wouldn't even have come back for this race if I was him. I would have just stayed, gone. I would have retired.
No, you would have said, if I get one more chance to drive a race car, I'm going to take it.
Well, Carl Edwards could have ran the Clash too, but he didn't do it. He just said, "Frick it, I'm walking away from this shit."
No, when he was done, he was done.
Yeah, he was done.
Remember, this wasn't exactly Jamie's idea. I think this is Jamie's. They're all getting new. They got to have their young bloods. Although, what did he do? He got an old blood in there. It's an old blood.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not that old. He's what, 35, 38?
42. 40.
Bush is old.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's the old man in the series right now, isn't he?
Jimmy Johnson or him.
42.
McMurray's 42 already? Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, they're all about the same era, so.
Yeah. I thought Johnson was the oldest, though, right now. Or is it Kurt Busch?
He is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Johnson is the elder statesman of racing. Who can imagine that?
Jimmy's 45.
Oh, hell, he's washed up. Hang up that steering wheel. Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy is?
Yeah, 45.
Yeah, 45.
Well, he's been in the series for 20 years.
He's not only the GOAT, he's an old GOAT.
Yeah. Not the greatest of all time. That's just, I hate that.
Tom's thinking, he's a kid.
Yeah.
You know who I think the greatest of all time is?
Richard Petty.
Richard Petty.
No.
Don't you say it.
I mean, a lot of people would say Richard Petty, but I think Harry Gant is the most underappreciated driver there ever was.
But he never won a championship.
It don't matter.
Oh, well, then you're saying that none of Dale's or Richard's or Jimmy's 7 championships matter. I think that's not true.
That doesn't make him the greatest driver, though.
Well, I think the greatest driver was David Pearson. I think he was the best ever. Really
if he had driven for anybody but Wood Brothers, he probably would have had 200 wins.
We live in a stats-oriented world, and honestly, stats-oriented, it has to be Richard Petty still.
Yeah.
Except that Jimmy's 5 in a row. I mean, that has to mean something. That has to stand for something. And we can all say, well, that's Chad Knaus. Well, still, that's the way that works. Exactly.
Yeah. Somebody had to drive the car and avoid the other cars in the track and avoid hitting the wall. So yeah. No, David Pearson probably would have had over 200 wins if he ran for anybody else other than Wood Brothers. That's where you wind up.
No, it wasn't the fact that he ran for the Wood Brothers. It's because they were top notch.
Well, yeah, but they didn't run
in that era.
I know that.
But he didn't race the full season
exactly.
like Petty did.
Right, because
if he raced 46 races a year, he would have had them because. Yeah. I think he in the Petty Pearson battles. I think Pearson won most of those.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Wienermobile.
Where they were 1-2. Oh, the Wienermobile.
I can't watch it because this is my TV.
His cars this year.
That's so.
This is my TV.
So damn ugly.
No, it's not. It's not.
Newman's got to be old.
Newman is. Yeah, they're all in the 40s now. No, we're all remembering back when they were up front in their 20s and early 30s, and now they're all running in the back and in their 40s.
They're showing a ghost car.
Yeah, that's the pole winner car.
Really?
Harvick's 43.
Are they doing individual or group qualifying? I haven't bothered watching.
Individual.
Good. I hate that group
Single
qualifying.
car.
I hate that group qualifying crap.
Yeah, I do too.
That's not NASCAR. That's
Right behind
road
the ghost
racing.
car.
Yeah, but you need to be in
Ghost
front of
all
it.
time.
The ghost of you need to be in front of that ghost car. I'm out of coffee too, kids. That just sucks.
Yep.
Look at that. There's nothing left in that cup. There's nothing left in that cup but bottom dredge.
Amazon commercial. This doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
And I really did appreciate Harry Gant, though.
Well, he was a great driver.
No, Handsome Harry was
Was a great driver.
quite the dog.
Oh yeah, he was.
Anybody at Martinsville, other than Petty, Harry Gant was the man.
Well, he's,
What about Darrell Waltrip? Doesn't he have like 17
so-
wins there or
but
something?
Darrell Waltrip has the most wins.
Yeah, 17 wins.
Darrell Waltrip. No one calls Darrell Waltrip the greatest of all time.
No, not in the least bit. And he's got what, 3 championships, 4 championships? How many does he have?
Darrell's got 3.
Yeah,
No, does he have 3 or 2?
I thought he had 3 or 4.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I can't look it up. I'm on my computer. I didn't turn on my. Oh, my other one is on. I forgot to turn the monitor on.
I'm on my computer. I can't.
I can't look it up.
No, you're on your computer. He is he won
Anyway, I
3 times. He's a 3-timer.
Yeah.
put the Delta cars in that thread. I put a link in the shout box on to your Zoom Racing World server info.
In the shout box.
No outside
The
links
link
in.
is in the shout box.
No outside links in the shout box.
It's not an outside link.
Oh, okay.
It's a link to the Zoom Racing World information forum page,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I put the Delta cars at.
Okay.
Hey, no, Tig, you don't even. We discovered last night that we don't even know Tom.
We don't know Tom. How do we not know Tom?
We don't know Tom. Okay, if you solve this,
Saw
you're
what?
under pacing.
Yeah.
We're pacing behind the pace car.
Yeah.
You know, because of an accident. because I got wiped out by.
You said you weren't gonna say nothing about that.
I decided it's too valuable. It's too good. It's too good.
What happened?
Oh,
What happened?
I did say outed. I did say that, didn't I?
We're gonna have to mute. We're gonna have to mute Tom so you can talk.
And they're having to make a new race car out of my piece of tin. They got pop canned by, I don't remember who was at this point. It doesn't matter because Rusty. It was Rusty.
Rusty Wallace is dead to me.
Rusty. Rubberhead bounced off of me. So I'm in the pits getting banged on, beaten on, and the yellow flag is ticking away, and Tom does me a solid. He spins the car in front of him. Mark Martin. He spun Mark Martin. And it didn't continue the yellow flag. But can you believe that Tom did it twice? He did it twice. Actually, 3 times you did the act. It was just you did Ricky
Do you
Rich.
know how you do that? Do you know how you do that?
So,
There's a certain point in
the
the.
point is, who's doing it? Who's doing it? Tom is doing it.
Oh, I know he's underhanded. I know Tom underhanded.
I could not. And then he spun Mark Martin.
It's just
not like
AI.
He spun Rubberhead, or he spun the Iron Man, or Terry Labonte, or Dale Earnhardt. He spun Mark Martin. I couldn't. I felt so bad. I thought, oh my god.
It's just AI. It's just AI.
Mark,
I love
what a
wrecking.
rat bastard. I know it was just AI, but boy, it didn't feel like they were just AI last night. Let me tell you, that race was an epic an event.
It was fun.
It was a blast and a half because we just, I mean, the pit calls and everything, and then them bailing and wrecking you and Jeb. I mean, it's like they're passing pit road. They're at even with pit road, the cone, and several of them decide they're gonna cut in from the outside and cause a wreck.
Really? Yeah, I did that. Wow.
Oh,
Just as we were going to take the yellow.
Brad's ahead of Dylan.
Oh, so Penske's cheating this year, huh?
Yeah. Well, what else? He cheats every year.
Rad bastard. Oh,
Rad
so now we got Logano.
Like
we got
Anna.
the champion. The champ is running. So it was. I thought I knew Tom. I thought I knew him.
Tum. I knew he's underhanded. I knew he was underhanded.
So I could barely breathe. I was so shocked. I was like, what? I was watching him, and it's like, oh.
To keep the yellow out.
Unfortunately.
You know you have server commands, right?
Oh, look at that.
You know you have server commands, right? You have server commands, shortcuts that you can assign to your keyboard.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know how.
You have to type them in.
Time to study that.
You got to learn it. I used to have them.
I know that, but I don't know what to do. I looked at the list, and it's not like simple one key things.
No, it's not.
This, and this. It's semicolon. It's semicolon hyphen this.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Joey's ahead of Brad.
I know. I know that.
He was just.
I've been. Remember, it's a pain in the ass. And you have to.
Fast qualifying time.
You have to do it in chat while you're trying to race. That's the fun part. That's why you set up all your. That's why. That's why you set up. That's why you set up your auto chats to those instead of having auto chat. That way you don't have to type in the numbers or whatever.
782.
But if you want to wipe them out like he was trying to do to keep them from keeping the yellow out, you have to do it when you're going to green. That lap before, and you got to do it between turn 3 and the entrance to pit road, and you have to make sure the AI hits the grass or the wall, whatever happens to be at that particular track, on the inside, not on the outside.
He checked all.
Really?
He checked all those boxes.
And it didn't do it. It still didn't keep the yellow out.
He spun him out right even with the pit road.
Yeah, it's too late. That's too late.
The guy was on the grass. He was on the grass.
That's too late though. Right even with pit road, it's too late. You have to do it before pit road. You have to do it. You have to watch where the AI drops down to pit road. It's got to be done before then. It's a real hair splitter there. But you got to do it before, after you go into turn 3, but before you hit where the AI drops down to pit road.
I was just trying to help Bill.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. But then you hit the 9 key. You hit the F9 key and enter, and hit F9 and the space bar, and it stops repairing. You go.
Wednesday, I expect to see you doing that.
No, it's not nice. Not nice to do with real people. Not nice to do with real people.
That's why we're not speaking of it again, ever. Guess I blew that. It was quite funny though. You gotta admit. And it was just topped off by the fact that it was
Mark Martin, huh?
I don't understand this.
What's wrong?
CTS files.
Oh,
Jeb gave us some pace cars.
Yeah, I looked at them. Pace trucks.
So I don't even know how to install those.
There's a README in there.
Oh, how handy.
Oh, there's a README in a file. Oh my God, hell's gonna freeze over. Hallelujah.
League. They got the League logo all over them now.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, Delta?
Yeah, no, not Delta.
Oh, their league. That league.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe. Well, like he said, maybe we have to paint up our own.
Yeah.
I just use.
Take those and repaint them.
I just use build 1947's set, the one with the classic schemes on it. I just put that mod to mod.
I'm still trying to get those damn Corvettes in a different sim.
Yeah.
As pace cars, all them ones that I painted.
In different sims.
Jeez.
There is a tutorial over at rFactor Central on how to do that. I think.
It says these are 2009 Camaros. This is not what I think we were looking for, is it?
What?
We was talking about trucks. These are not trucks. It says they're Camaros.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking at the README. Maybe I got the wrong file. The one he put up in the hold the phone.
PM.
What's a phone?
Yeah, in the PM. Maybe he put up a link
CTS,
for
they're all
he put up a link for the site too. That
ASR.
hero. Pace cars. Look for pace cars. Billy Bob's Trucks. Maybe that's them.
No.
No. That's a series. Okay. I've never seen this site before. It's new to me.
You didn't see that file that he had posted in the PDF?
I did. I downloaded it, but like I said, it says it's Camaro. In the
It's
README,
not.
it says
It's not Camaros though.
So the README is a lie.
I think the README is just a copy of another README.
It's a generic README. It's a generic README.
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
Well, at least
If
it's
you
in
look
there.
at the MIP files, you'll see they're all trucks.
Okay.
Look at the MIP files. Look at your MIP files. Never go by what you read. Never go by what you read. Go by what you see.
Because they don't have WinMIP yet.
I don't have my WinMIP imploded yet.
For shame, for shame, for shame.
To the series folder. So they just go in the series folder. You don't
Right.
have to put them inside of anything.
Nope.
In the series.
Right.
Nope.
Denise is fourth quick so far.
Who?
Denise is?
Yeah. Blaney's on the track now.
I feel bad because there's more people I don't want to do well than there are people that I want to do well.
Why do you think I root? Why do you? Who is? Oh,
Get off my lawn.
okay, quit breathing so heavy. We're not that good looking.
Well,
Speak for yourself.
He's not gonna get there.
You look like Santa Claus. That's why I follow who I follow in NASCAR. I just follow all the guys from Iowa. Doesn't matter where they run, which is usually the back of the pack. But yeah, I don't follow any of the big names anymore. Don't care to. Don't care. I consider it a win if one of my drivers finishes on the lead lap. That's what I consider a victory. So anyway, what were you saying?
Here comes Jimmy.
Look at that.
Jimmy's 43, not 45.
No.
I told you this was going to be a Jimmy. He's going to be good.
Is he going to be a Jimmy year?
Look at that. He's stretching it out. He's
got rocket fuel in there?
He's got new blood, new interest. You don't have his girlfriend, his twin sister to argue with anymore. So, Chad was saying in an interview on yesterday, he was saying
he's a half a car length ahead of Joey.
He's looking at the scoring tile. I mean, he just couldn't understand how come they weren't higher. Then he realized he was looking at the 48, not the 24.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
Jimmy got some speed.
Yeah, and that's funny because he didn't in that practice session.
He's probably
a link ahead of Joey.
A lot of.
I thought he was more than that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys just practice race setup because you can't get a good solo run during practice.
Is that Jeff Gordon?
46, 649.
Jeff Gordon is still talking about Jimmy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
With Boyer on the track.
Oh yeah, he will.
And
that's his prodigal son.
Be careful at who's in what because they changed around so much.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you on my stream here, Bill.
Oh.
You watching real TV?
Real TV, as opposed to fake TV.
I'm watching stream.
It's funny how the TV in the bedroom is usually ahead of this one. Go
closer.
And that's the slave box. That doesn't make any sense. The slave box shouldn't be ahead of the primary. Oh look, there he is, Chase. We're gonna see. Where's that priest guy? Hope he's nowhere near the front.
Who?
Rat bastard. He took my boy's car. Ryan Priest.
Oh. I don't even know.
Oh, look at this.
Fourth.
Look at. Oh, you don't see it yet.
Look at this. It's like watching my stream. Everybody else sees it at different times.
Billy Elliott's boy is got 2 car lengths on him.
On in
the turn on Johnson who had the pole until now.
Yeah, he just now came on my screen.
Well, he's bouncing Jimmy. He's 3 cars out now. He's lengthening out even more. You can't even see the ghost car in the picture now.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's
And then they
bad.
switched to it.
I see him moving ahead now.
46,469. That's faster than me.
Dude, turtles go
186.
faster than you.
I had the outside pole for that last night's cup race. Are you talking to me? Talking to me? Me and Rubberhead.
What would you have the AI set at?
Me and Jib qualified at 11th and 12th.
And I qualified second. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, as Tom likes to say.
I say. I'm the one who
Never
says.
said that.
I'm the one who says that. So
Yeah,
there you go.
that's right. But you're never around when we race, so it's like
I can't help
you
that.
don't count.
I can't help
You
it.
can. Come on. You need to work a deal with her. Work a deal. Work a deal.
Not gonna happen.
That's what you need.
Here comes
Not gonna
Byron
happen.
now. He's ahead so far.
So these go into the series Aero 88. Hey, you know what? I transferred that layout folder with the fancy tire thing, and I can't get my Aero 88 cars to show.
What?
My Aero 88 cars don't show in my new installation, and I'm assuming it's because of that error that
Shouldn't have anything to do with it.
it doesn't show the backgrounds in the. I know I wouldn't think so either. It was working, and then it doesn't work for Aero 88. Well, no, I can't say it was working because I'm in a different computer. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh! Look at Hendrix is back. The Mustangs were fast, though. I have to say that.
It doesn't matter how fast you are in qualifying. It's how good of a driver you are to stay out of
Golly.
trouble. Anyway,
Well, I didn't see Super Dale wasn't very
Cleaner
effective last
man.
night. Super Dale wasn't effective last night against us, was he?
No.
Who is this?
Klingerman.
Parker Klingerman?
That's a weird car. 96. 96 looks like it's an 88.
Well, that's probably the reason why.
Paint job looks like 1988. Parker Kligerman. They're still showing Alex Bowman. Why? Oh, he's just out there. I'm thinking all those Hendrix guys are the same guy now to me, except for Johnson. There's Johnson and the kids, and they're interchangeable.
Yeah, they are pretty much.
Except for Elliott, I guess. Elliott's starting to stand out. So basically, Byron and
Well, he's got to take up some. Byron Bowman and Elliott. So when Johnson retires at the end of this season, who's going to be the elder statesman of Hendrix?
Ooh. They got him top of the chart so far.
Wow. But you're right. This is not racing. This is running hot laps.
Mm-hmm. Even Danica Patrick can get a pole.
The showman, Bowman, the showman, 46,408. Holy mackerel!
So if they get caught,
Not really even that.
see that new rule that they have, you get caught cheating, they take away your win. Does that account to qualify?
Take away your win.
Yeah.
Doesn't go retroactive.
No, not retroactive. It's talking about qualifying cheating. If you get caught cheating during qualifying, like Michael Waltrip did a few years ago when he had altered fuel in the car. Remember that? If he had won the pole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody has altered something during qualifying and wins the pole, and they get caught, do they get kicked out of the race?
You know, that's the biggest reason to do an impound. Really, you know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have rules where you inspect them, you let them qualify, then you inspect them, then you race them, and then you inspect them. It's like, okay, just inspect them once, lock them up, and then let it be what it is. I mean, if they're smart enough to cheat on you during the race, good for them. Unless you're
Well, they did have
Penske, then you
they did have that one cheat during the race where they were pulling out the skirting to go around the rear tires better, and they busted everybody on that one. Remember that?
They were giving them fender flare and those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah,
That was funny.
yeah,
That was funny. You watched them doing it too.
yeah.
They're over there
That race
jacking the cars
first,
up, and somebody's over there pulling
well,
the bottom of the fender out.
right, exactly.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That was funny.
that lasted all of 2 or 3 races, but that was funny as hell. You openly, blatantly say, put that in your pipe and smoke it, NASCAR, we're pulling this fucker out.
Face it, they want to drive. They want to drive sports cars. They want to drive.
They
sports
do.
Cars. They just do.
That's why they put
it.
That's why they put a wing on it, and the wing failed miserably because turning around a car at 200 miles an hour around an oval, it's going to fly.
Only Superbirds have wings.
Yep.
Daytonas.
I know. Because that wing was,
Everybody
what,
else
2 foot off the deck?
Everybody else, step off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say, step off.
You need some, what's that, what was that stuff they used to sell? The Primatine Mist? You need some of that, Tom?
Yeah.
Primatine Mist.
When was the last time you saw an ad for that? That's dating ourselves. That's what we should do. We should do a set of cars with products that don't exist anymore. And restaurants that don't exist anymore. That'd be funny as hell. You ever heard of Bennigan Flynn's? Not very many people.
Bennigan's?
Yeah, Bennigan Flynn's. Yeah.
Round the corner restaurants. Remember the round the corners?
Uh-huh.
Hans Conried used to do the things.
Uh-huh.
The mushroom burgers, lasagna burgers. they had all those burgers.
Yeah, that's why they didn't last. Really?
Hey, Mick.
Hey, Mick's alive.
Got some brewskis? Got some brewskis?
You got some brew?
Yeah. It's
Tom,
You got-
you're missing us.
on there for that race after the
Okay, Tom, what do you think? Should we move it to the Zoom and then use some AI?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I just got to tell Jeb.
Cool. I'll see you guys there.
Okay, so it's on the Zoom at 4:30 your time.
Arrow 88, Daytona.
Arrow 88. So
And we put car files up.
what are you gonna?
I'll probably use a generic car just so everybody can see it.
Okay. So you use one of the cars from the Arrow 88 set. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Use one of the. Use a back marker or something. Don't be using no heroes. No hero cars allowed.
I wanted to get in the 51 car.
There is no 51 car except mine. Except mine. You stay the hell out of my car. You keep you and your cat.
That's
out
not
of my car.
that 51 the 51 Exxon card is not a real car.
Tom, I already told him.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Dog.
I did. I totally lied. I broke my my bro.
Bro code? Bro code? Bro code?
Threw me under the damn bull, baby.
I threw you under the bus. I threw you under the Mark Martin.
Bus. Yeah.
Bus.
So what are you
It
guys?
was rude.
Since there's only like 5 people watching, what are you guys running today on Zoom? Announce it.
Plotting tonight at 4:30 Eastern. We're gonna run Arrow 88 at Daytona on the Zoom server. We're gonna run some AI in there so we can, because that makes it more practical practice. And probably about 15 again. That was a good number, I thought.
Yep.
So that's the start of the race time, or is that when you're opening up the server? Is that?
Well, the actual race will be after the practice, and we got to decide how long we want the practice to be. So
Well, I don't think it needs to be an hour and a half.
yeah, I don't think so either. But I only did that because it gives time when the server's up and running, which it's not right now. It gives time for people to get in and get into the practice.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm starting it and restarting it, and I haven't figured out how to make a cycle yet. So
Usually,
It just stops after
usually an
it's-
hour is good for online racing for practice. You have an hour to get on there, especially for Daytona or Talladega. You really don't need
well,
that.
if we put up an hour of practice, that's, I mean, if you think, can you get on if we, I mean, you don't have to be there for an hour of practice.
No, you don't.
So the amazing is just, the matter is just having us set in the car and warming up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The warm-up's only 10 minutes right now.
It should be
I
5.
lengthened it from 5 minutes because 10 minutes gives time enough to make a change and go back out if you decided you hated what you had in qualifying or original practice.
My high suggestion to you.
Okay, I'll make it an hour. I'll make an hour.
My high suggestion to you is to do fixed setups.
To do what?
Fixed setups.
Fixed? It isn't fixed setup in our league. We can't do fixed setup. It's
Why?
not fixed setups in our league.
Oh.
And Delta.
Okay.
It's open, so we have to use open so that we can all.
Okay. Well, this I was talking about.
If it was fixed, yeah, I would. And if it was fixed, I don't have the, so we couldn't do it anyway. So.
Well, I'm just talking about for Zoom.
I tried to download.
For Zoom.
Yeah, but the idea here is that we're going to have different setups and we need to work together. That's the idea here. Is we're trying to, because we got to work together to be able to vanquish the Delta boys.
Good luck with that.
It's the Synod versus Delta thing. That's the way we look. Oh yeah, we don't expect it, but you know, an oval track is kind of an equalizer. You know, unless you got some kind of super duty setup. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's reasonable, and again, it has to do with running in traffic and seeing. I mean, I learned something. I put a setup in the car, and had too much tape, and it wasn't overheating wasn't the problem. Is that it made my front end light, and I could, if I was up high and somebody went around underneath me in the turn, it turned me around.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to bail on that. Actually, the guys let me restart the race because of it. That was nice of them, because I started. And I got the lead, and then Rusty comes up underneath me, and I spun. So, you know, on the second lap, or the first lap actually. So we restarted. You know, we're trying to test and practice, so it worked out really well. Mm-hmm. And then when we finally got the race going, it was really excellent race.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of planning, testing, and learning. It was good. Very good. That was Cup though, so now we're moving to CTS, and that's a whole different world.
It's a whole different ball game. Oh yeah.
Cars handle different.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Handle different. See, so your time. So at 3:30 your time.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Mount up and try to. I'm trying to get you in. We got Mick, Jeb, Tom, me. I'm gonna see if Dog will come on. Just try to mix it up with more live bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to the ultimate goals. So this is the, you know.
A thought.
So it'd be nice if we could get you out there.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I would only do 10 AI if you're gonna have 5 guys, minimum.
No, I'm not. No, don't start changing the thing when you're getting out there. So, you know,
I'm not even saying I am.
Lovely last.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying.
Absolutely lovely.
Okay,
it was lovely.
I'm just saying.
It was lovely. I don't know why you think 10 is better, because it isn't. It's just less. It's all less, and we're going to have less than that to deal with and we're going to use the Delta AI cards, so we're used to looking at them too. So that's the way that goes. But you should get out there. You can plan this out. Come on, go get off now. Get off now, so your wife says, "Oh, good guy, what a good guy."
Yeah. Last week I got off after an hour, so it still didn't make a difference. She's in a bad mood no matter what they do. So.
So race anyway then. Do I need a caller?
Yeah.
Say, Mrs. Tigg, can Tigg come out and play?
You want to piss?
Where's this stupid server?
You want to really piss her off? You just call her Tigg's mother, because when she pisses me off and she's telling me what to do, I say, "Yes, mother." She gets mad. Yes, mother. I don't know, mother. I do the whole.
That's because you're an idiot. You don't piss her off that way.
She's already pissed off, so I just push.
Back on you. She won't let you play with the boys.
She wouldn't let me play with the boys even if I had the time.
It's not like we're a bad influence.
Oh, you are. You're taking her. We're taking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't sit in there and watch TV with her. Any hooser.
Feed her bonbons.
Oh
Feed her
no,
bonbons.
we're on a diet. No more junk
I
food.
can't find.
No more junk food. We are on diets.
Oh, I've
I am
been
pushing.
A really good. I've been. I mean,
I'm pushing 240,
I've
so
stopped
that's
eating my coffee M&Ms. I don't
yeah.
even know how I'm doing it. And but I ran over to Walmart, which I gotta go back to. And I got ambushed by these little girls selling cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50.
Little heathens.
So you need to eat these.
I said, back, spawn of Satan, back.
Spawn is a,
You're evil.
you need to eat these because about
Take 2
55
boxes.
of these
I'll take
bad
2
boys are
boxes.
130 calories.
2 boxes.
You need to
2
eat
boxes.
these. Eat these. These are good for you.
The most expensive cookies in the world.
And they're not that
These are the
great.
most expensive cookies in the world.
They're really not that great. Honestly, Girl Scout cookies, I haven't had them in years. I don't miss them.
You?
I don't miss them.
That's so you don't know nothing. Okay, you're talking out the side of your mouth.
My
You don't know. You
yeah,
don't know from Girl Scout cookies.
because
You don't know from Girl Scout cookies.
because you sit there, if you don't eat something for a whole year, because that's usually what they do is once a year. You know, the next time you eat it, oh, this is so good. But if you actually got to eat that stuff every day for like a week and a half to 3 weeks straight, because I know from experience, because I have younger sisters who were in Girl Scouts, and my parents did the cookie thing for 3 years in a row, and you wind up with extra cookies. Somehow you always wind up with extra cookies, and you were eating these cookies for months on end. Trust me, they ain't as good. That must have been Mick leaving, right?
I was a Girl Scout.
I can believe you were. That's
My
that.
mother was the great. She was the leader of the. Or she was the head of the.
Yeah.
Supervisor.
Yeah.
President
Yeah.
Of the Great Lakes Region Girl Scout Council, and I was too young to get in Cub Scouts, so I joined. I was actually a Brownie, not a Girl Scout. And I had a uniform and everything, and
I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures.
When you say they're not that, when you're saying not that good,
They're not.
when you're saying they're not that good, you're hitting a little close to home.
They're not.
and I believe in what the Girl Scouts do. And then look at the Cub Scouts have tried to take that away with selling their stupid popcorn. I'm saying this is stupid. It's one thing to sell overly expensive cookies that are good. If they weren't good, why would there be? Everything emulates their flavors nowadays. There's ice cream, Girl Scout cookie.
Well, they're just making more money off of it. That's all. That's all marketing. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. We're all entitled to our personal opinion.
You're saying if there was a box of Thin Mints, right there across the room, you just wouldn't keep glancing over at it?
No, I'd be fucking eating them. I'd be eating them because we're not.
Hey. Okay, come on.
I'd be eating them because there's no junk food in this house, so we're going junk food free for like the next 3 months. So I'm not allowed to have any junk food for 3 freaking months. You don't think there's some junk food sitting over there? It could be grasshoppers covered in chocolate. I'm gonna freaking eat it because it's chocolate. Trust me. It's been a week already. I'm already going nuts without any junk food. All I got left is a quarter can of wasabi peas. So there you go.
Okay. So I'm looking at the controls. I'm trying to. The main ones is to restart. I can't find it.
What y'all doing?
Talking.
Hey, I'm glad you came on. Did you read my invite? Did you read it?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll say it again for the world to hear. At 1:30 your time today, 1:30, we're having a practice on this and to the Zoom. So what I wrote was going to be on the Delta server. We're going to do it on the Zoom server in the Aero 88, just a practice session and a race. So you missed a great race last night. You missed it. You should have been there.
Yeah, I left because
the pizza. What kind of pizza was it?
It's no Zoom.
It would have lasted a couple hours. You could have raced. No, your brother would have ate it all. Huh.
Which code do you want to know?
Ian? Restart race.
Okay.
Just do that.
No, it's
It
hashtag
doesn't say
/admin password takes over admin, wrong password, stop using it. Change track, call as restart races / call vote, all one word, restart race, all one word. Call.
It's a vote thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You'll do it all. Here's if you're the admin, then you don't have to do it when you put it up there. You'll just do it. It's just all call vote.
So I just have to open the server and restart the race like I did last night. So
Well, yeah, no, it's not a call vote thing.
there's no command you can do in.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. There is the commands right there.
I'm looking at this server's specific commands.
No, this is generic. This is generic. It doesn't matter the server. These all work on everything. The last time I printed this out was 2008. But that's them.
Where are they? I'm looking.
On the screen.
Are you looking in?
Look on the YouTube. YouTube. Look on YouTube.
I'm looking at YouTube. I've got to wait a few minutes for it to come up. Right now, all I see is you. Twice. 2 U's. 2 pixelated slideshows of you.
Oh, lovely. Pixelated, really?
Of course, that could be me because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing pixelated slideshows.
Well, it's snowing like it's snowing like a son. It's a son of a. It's snowing like a son of a bitch here, so. But there, I printed these out in 2008, so there you go. They're all the same. I could scan it on my other computer and then email it to you, but I think you can just look that up. Da 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 dee. No, 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 no. Did I lose everybody?
No.
Okay.
You're singing to us. We're listening.
Oh yeah, I'm all red and orange and stuff. So, and I've dropped 56% of my frames because of this weather. That's why I need two monitors for this.
This isn't radio.
I know. I know this isn't radio. So with that,
Well, you can see it's not radio.
yeah, you can see it's a
So
podcast.
let's go back to your original question. About content for rFactor.
Where to get it all?
See, I remember. I was paying attention.
Most people don't.
I was paying attention.
Oh, it's not changing from orange though.
I always do.
I know. Even if you're not listening.
Now you're to a slideshow. Literally a slideshow.
Oh yeah, it's all red. I'm dropping frames like a son of a gun. I think my internet just went out. No, it didn't.
I'm hearing you. So
Yeah.
I don't think it did.
Oh, I'm listening to her TV. It's not running right now, so. Oh, there it goes. Oh boy,
She changed channels.
Who? Her? No. She's on Hulu, so.
Woman found dead in suitcase told her mom she was scared of being murdered. That's a bizarre statement.
To say the least. That must be on Facebook, because Facebook's got all kinds of weird shit on it.
No, that's actually, what is that in? That's in, I don't know what this is. I think it's Google's feed. Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. The singing stopped.
What's
Okay,
thing?
so back to what I said, the content question. Racing topic. How about that?
Well, we were talking racing. We were just talking real racing. I just don't know what to do. I'm hoping this is weather. Up here comes Mr. Noisy.
Yep.
I need more coffee. I'll be right back. It's a long hour already.
Okay, so Ian, can you make that time?
I should be able to.
1:30. Get on a race with us. You're not going to be practicing pitting. You're going to be practicing racing. Okay.
Yeah, we had a blast last night, Ian.
Yeah, you would have loved it. It was a hoot. The AI was giving us fits. They were aggressive, and Tom overcame them for the big win. I gotta get that rusty. Oh, what I run in those cars. I was gonna say I gotta get that rusty walls. I still gotta get that rusty wall car fixed. And I know I put those in there. Maybe I put them in here. I don't have wind nips. So I gotta check without starting the game.
Actually, yesterday I was going to do my
We have wind nip at stop.
No, but I'm going to send it to you.
Do it.
Okay. I'll see if I can put it in Discord.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ian.
Don't do all exporting a bunch of flat space 2003 car sets I had on the drive. See, I have like a massive file of just flat.
Just flats? I have that file too. But they're all mine.
Yeah, these are all flats from various car sets.
Keep stuff.
I'm going to
Keep
zip them up
stuff.
What stuff?
and probably send them
Zip
over to
files.
you. Just rotate paint schemes as you feel necessary.
I guess so. Yeah. But what about pit crews?
Yeah, that's a problem. I didn't export the cruise because
Yeah, you might as well just make car files. Just make car files, stick crews on them. Are these fictionals or real cars?
real cars, so
And how can you not have pit crews on them? Ah, my gosh.
that's because they export the TGA files of the liveries. So let's say you want Martin to run a different paint scheme. You could
Funny you should mention Mark Martin. Funny. I won't say it again. I won't repeat the story. Mark
Oh.
He was involved in some heinous events last night at the race, but that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to point the fingers and throw Tom under the bus again. Oh, I didn't believe I said that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay, I just... Oh. Thankfully, there's no video of that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's how that works.
Otherwise, it'd be on the constant rotation.
Oh, well, you know what? You sent
hourly and fortnightly.
You sent the story out live. Whether it's choppy or not is another question, but you did send out the story live, so there you go. You did.
That's the replay, and you'll hear of some extremely disturbing activity involving Mark Martin last night. And Mark Martin, yeah, that's right. It's hard to believe. Mark Martin, the best behaving driver in the planet ever. He's so nice. He never got a championship. All right, Tom. There you go. So I feel like I'm looking for something else here. I got the trucks installed.
Mm-hmm.
What else am I doing?
I don't know. What else are you doing?
Okay, so these are the Delta cars. I get those. Save.
Alright. Let me see if I can stick this up there.
Stick it up there.
Race stream chat. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it when it shows up, but not before. Means I gotta overwrite all these cars.
There you go. That's the version I know that works good because Scott
6.8.
gave it to me.
That's the one that works. It is. Okay, we're one step closer to being live and actually working. Meanwhile, I gotta get these cars. Tigg, you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, you're supposed to talk. It's your show.
Oh, I know, but you guys are talking about all kinds of stuff, so.
tour. Did Byron get the pole?
I lost track.
Mm-hmm.
Replace all these. Okay. So I replaced all the existing cars.
Doesn't matter anyway. Not about only about 60% of this stuff.
Sure makes Chad Johnson look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you're watching yourself.
Chad Johnston. Chad Johnston. Chad Johnston.
Chad Johnston.
That's what you said. Chad Canals.
You said Chad Johnson.
I know. I called him on it.
I just said it. Everybody thinks that I.
I know. We got a 60% chance that we can prove you said it because it's about how much is going out of this friggin' stream. So actually, we should just end the stream because because the weather here is really killing internet. So, we're gonna end this. So put us out of our misery, out of our choppy show. So thanks guys again for stopping by. Maybe we'll have better topics to talk about next week. Maybe I'll be more coherent in my thoughts and whatever. Who knows though? Who really knows? You just never know. Again, thanks guys for stopping by. Don't forget, whoever patiently sat through this chop show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Yeah. And don't forget to tell your friends, sign up for the Facebook page. All the information is below. I should have said this before. Tom is a perfect advertisement for Tums. You know that?
And if you want to know who Tom really is, Google Tom versus Mark Martin. I'm sure the video will show up somewhere.
So
it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Bowman's on the pole.
Bowman.
Bowman's second.
So
I still got no car previews in.
We won't be streaming this. If I get to do this race this afternoon, I won't be streaming it because my weather probably won't be able to handle both. But definitely see you on Tuesday for Papyrus Tuesday. Yeah, it's a great idea, isn't it? We'll see you on Tuesday for Papyrus Tuesday. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.